gonna be a storm. Okay, I feel a storm inside of me right now.
Oh, you already.
I'm the storm. Embody the storm, okay? Get your storm on for real, because I'm pissed off. Okay. Guys, we have a mission, and it's not gonna be pretty. Let's go. I'm making Joseph take a bike. He wanted to get a bajaji. I don't like those. You gotta feel the wind in your beard.
Yeah, at least I can have that experience.
Guys, okay, I'm gonna tell you what we're doing now. I don't even know. I'll tell you when we get there. It's gonna be a big surprise. You're losing your bike virginity? When's the last time?
I don't remember.
You'll be gentle, right? Okay guys, this is the place that charged me 15 million yesterday instead of 15,000, and they're giving me hell about giving me back all my money. They're saying that they can give me cash, but that, oh, now we have to give you this, but you still have to pay for the juice, and we're not paying for the exchange rates, and we're not paying for any of the fees. That's why we can't direct it back into your account, or else you're gonna have to pay $100 to put it right back into your bank account, which of course is very unjust and wrong. And this friend, as well as my other friends, are pissed. So we're gonna go in, deal with this guy. He's very disrespectful and condescending towards me, so I figured I may as well get some of this on video, because this is insane. And I want some justice and my money back, because he's holding 5,700 USD that belongs to me. Yeah, seems fair, right? All right, let's go do this thing. No, I don't want you to be polite. He just said I'll try to be polite. I don't want, I need the business guy right now. Yeah, let's go. This will be exciting. Yes, here, let's enter. I'm gonna keep the camera by my side, guys. Where is?
Simama kumbuka. Basi msaidieni basi kama nilivyo. Kihaki.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's not bad.
Really?
Mimi naitwa Mr. Joseph Kimogele. Tanzania kama wewe. Mfanya biashara kama nyinyi. Huyu ndo rafiki yangu muda mrefu sana.
Okay.
Na kwa kweli sijapenda mlichomfanyia. Alafu mwindi wenu mpumbavu sana. Natamani sana angekuwepo hapo. Ajida anajua biashara sana, si ndio? Nimeongea naye kwenye simu, mimi mfanya biashara aje yuko. Pumbavu sana. Wewe ngoja nikwambie. Kosa la kwanza. Mfanya kazi wake. Wapi wewe umeshaiona kwenye mashine unakosea 15 mpaka milioni 15? Alafu unachukulia poa. Eti tatizo lako hilo. Mimi mwenyewe mfanya biashara yuko wapi huyo mjinga?
Ametoka.
Mwite, hicho ni cha kwanza. Alafu cha pili, the second thing, he's making it look like it's her problem. 15,000 to 15 million. You're a very stupid businessman. Mimi niko kwenye bigodi. Nafanya bigodi.
Oh, I should tell you. This is the one who brought me the receipt. So he was the one who even saw it.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing it out to him.
Yeah.
I was actually waiting for the guy.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair that you're shooting my friend, right? And then the second thing Anamwambia he's telling her the reversal, he has to charge $50 on top of that. He has to own responsibility for his mistakes. We're not even talking about any lawyer shit here. We don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so he brought the third option. Come pick the cash. Right? But then there's a transaction exchange. Exchange rate leo ni 1670. Imetoka BRD change sasa. Hata kupata hiyo 5,000 because from our account it's like 5,700.
769.
Yeah. Pale if you exchange 15 million and just get 5,555.
So I'm losing like $150.
And their transaction fees on the cards.
For 3
and
cups
then this
of
guy
juice.
is pretending like as if it's nothing.
Well, he said to me, you didn't hear this yesterday, but he said to me, oh, you're not a needy person, and this is my business.
And he feels like he can just throw shit and scare us, like, oh, I'm a business person, go whoever. Like let him come here. There's some guy coming from Mustabe there. It's not a lot of money, yeah, but still, we don't tolerate disrespect, especially for people who are not from our country. Like, and the next thing we're gonna do, this is what will happen. He's gonna supposed to pay us that, and fortunate enough, we have a very, very nice social platform. We're gonna just destroy his reputation for his business there. Like, you can check both of us. We're very popular online, and we're gonna do that. And the third thing, if he keeps bringing up bullshit, I'll just call the OCB here. And if he wants to feel like I'm bluffing, let him just say call, cause I'm gonna call him here. Like, I have him on speed dial. And if he's still bluffing, he can just Google Kimogele. It's very simple. Just write Kimogele, then he'll see who I am. And if he's this business person who is so stupid, and he feels like he can just do whatever, well, I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. So first of all, thank you for helping my friend, because she did not know about that. But then, we don't have a lot of time here, so how are you guys gonna help us?
They said to me,
If he's around, please call him. Where is he right now?
Hello. Hey. Kwa hiyo kulikuwa na option mbili ambazo zilikuwa ni nzuri ambazo nilikwambia. Hata sasa hivi nimetoka hapo bank. Sawa. KCB pale.
Wycliffe?
You can just speak in English so that she can answer.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want cash. I want it back on my card. My bank said if your machine had the capability of taking my money off that card, you have the capability of putting it back on my card. If he's gonna lose $100, I do not care. That's his problem. Like, it's his problem. And I said, you heard me say on the phone, and he said, that's your problem. It's not my problem. Ah,
What kind of business person is that?
why am I paying $100 USD for juice? That's so crazy. And you know, he just looked at me. I felt so disrespected yesterday because he was looking at me, I think, as a woman, as a white person, as an American. There are all three things that he had a problem with. Like, he did not treat me with any respect in there yesterday. And I don't know if you saw Marco, but he started talking to the guy next to me instead of talking to me. He wouldn't even look at me. So I feel insanely disrespected, and it's not fair that I should have to pay money for someone else's mistake. I understand it's a mistake. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. It's not your problem. You didn't make the mistake. But a business owner should make it right. He and I both own businesses. So, like, I know what I would do. He knows what he would do, and it is not this. So, like, I want it back on my card because I don't want the exchange fees. I don't want to lose $200 USD because you guys are giving me cash, and now I'm losing $200 for someone else's mistake. Muskia.
Which is a very, very...
And I know that he's not the owner. So if I need to talk to the owner, let me talk to the owner. Because it's a woman, right? Maybe she'd actually be respectful, unlike him.
Maybe he needs to be fired, honestly.
Yeah, I think he has a small penis or something. I don't really know. But he felt the need to act really big and disrespectful to me, and I did not appreciate it. Like yesterday, you heard him on the phone. He's telling me to be quiet and not to talk. Right? You heard that?
And he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever you guys want to do it. That's my stand. So he's obviously provoking us to do whatever we want to do.
Yeah.
Right?
I would just hope that this isn't how you'd want, like, your sister or your mom or your wife to be treated. Like, it's ridiculous.
Or
You know?
business.
Yeah, business alone, just bring some personal empathy into it. It's very ridiculous. Like, I have in my bank account right now 5,700 USD pending for juice, and he's mad at me when I speak. That's like, that's my
No,
life.
they think one bongo ngefanya.
No, mfano.
Kama ingekuwa mimi kama mimi. Yaani msingi hata mdogo hivi.
No, let me tell you what example happened even in the UK. That is a Nigerian man.
You have to own it. Whatever, even if your person is trained or not trained, it's none of our business.
Yeah, that's an internal issue that needs to be dealt with.
And it's not like you guys, but you are
Yeah.
not representing the guy who's clearly not here, who has to be here.
today, we actually had the same scenario like yesterday.
But I pay with
That,
card everywhere. It
the
never happens.
difficulties
You mean, what do you
on
mean?
the machine.
someone
Which
else got
machine is
charged
it?
the wrong amount?
Which
Yeah.
machine
The
is it?
same.
Cell
So
phone?
we went to the bank to report that
Which
issue.
machine are you using?
TCB. It's like, I don't know, some sort of error which it brings out. The guy punched it, he's a Nigerian guy. He punched it, he ate around 54,000. Then, at the end of the day, when he punched, he confirmed with his PIN. But at the end of the day, it came out 540,000. You see, we had again to
So what did
give
you
back the
do?
cash.
What did you do with it?
We gave him back the cash.
Well, what do you
He
mean
told
you
us
gave
to-
him back the cash? Because
You
you told me it
said
took 24 hours, so why did he get given cash in less than
No,
24?
See,
You
it
know
was
what?
in the morning.
What my friend is trying to tell you is just like just yesterday is happening, before yesterday what it was, and again today is happening. Okay.
Right.
So what we are trying to, we are not trying to depend on ourselves, but what we are trying to is this human error can be happening anytime, but we wanted to solve it in a very simple way, in a very simplest way than
Than the way they,
yeah,
the way
actually,
he
no,
was
I
trying
need
to
to
do
tell
it.
you know. Actually, this is as well you said, this is a business. So the business means just customer service, as you, the way you said, and
Yes, so
actually this is happening. And I know if we let this issue in correction, it will again disrupt our business name, the brand and the image of the business.
Well, I hope
You know,
I'm about to
I-
disrespect
I-
your business name on my social
So,
media if he doesn't fix it. That's the problem.
We were both like that.
So actually, what I'm trying to say, I just spoke in the morning time. I think you were there also with Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Then I was trying to request over you. There is in your power, in ability, if it's much better for you, that if possible, just do option. Okay. In bank, they've been advising me. I've went more than several times, almost more than 5 times. Okay. And even now, no long time back, I was then back. I went for the same incident. Then I was trying to ask them if possible to reverse the transaction. Okay. So what they said, actually, if we need to reverse in a United States or America in that bank account, meaning the overcharge it will be there. Almost it was, she said almost 100 USD. Then I thought, for me, I can just bear 50 USD in my side.
That's what your boss
Yeah,
said.
that's what my boss was saying in the morning. Then to your side, if you agree, also it will be, if you can, you can bear that risk so that you can just finish it.
But see, what a proper business would do is
Just
do
take
that
over.
option and then pay the $100 yourself
Yeah.
because it's not my fault. Take it out of her salary. I don't even want that because I know it was a mistake. But like, it should never be me giving you money for your mistake. That makes zero. I would never do that to any of my clients
That's very
ever.
$50.
Okay.
50.
That's rent for some people here.
Agnes, that's not that.
133 Tanzanian shillings. You're asking me to pay for no reason after I've already now wasted 3 hours.
Okay, that was the first option I gave.
Well, I want that option and I want you guys to cover it. That's the only option because I don't want cash.
Listen to the option, but then you can go.
That's the only option, but you need to do the right thing and pay the full $100. Not you, this
If you
idiot.
still want to be paid for your juice, that's 15,000. So you want 140, like an ounce.
No, sometimes also you have to be fair.
That is why your boss
No.
should see this thing.
No, sometimes
Alright,
that's
like
what
an
I'm
ounce.
saying.
How much is a plate of food down there? Yakaiga, chakula.
It's not much.
Elfu thelathini unakula. Kwa hichi ni chakula cha watu watano. Chakula cha watu watano. Food for 5 people should just be paid by one person who bought a juice. How is that smart business? Is it because she's a foreigner or is it?
Yes, that's why.
No, the issue is not a foreigner.
Okay, so what do you
Well, he said to me, "You're not needy." So I know he views me that way.
Don't take it in a much
That's what he said, though.
That's what he said to me.
Sometimes it might be happening, with someone to be in a bad shape and just more.
Well, he said it again today. So he had he had-
all of us when we go to work we carry our shit behind.
Wycliffe. He had last night to sleep it off. Hold on. He had last night to sleep it off. So he could have calmed down, but instead on the phone to me again today, he was a jackass. You understand? He was very rude to me. He's rude to me when he has 5,000 plus USD of my money. And you know what? He might think I have daddy's money. I don't. I don't have anyone helping me.
Okay,
So that's my money. This is a big deal. Like, that's my life. I could live in TZ for what? 3 years off of that money? 2 years? Pretty comfortably. Like, that's crazy. And he's gonna look me in the eyes yesterday and say, you're not a needy person, you can pay for this. That's so wrong, and you know it. I shouldn't be paying 50 USD to get my own money back.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the juice was 5 USD. So what the fuck? Why am I paying 45 USD to him just because he doesn't want to make things right for his own business? This is wrong. And like, quite frankly, the reason I'm being so 50 USD isn't the biggest deal to me. The biggest deal is that he disrespected me. I've now come here twice. We spent our money to come here, and 3 hours of my time when I could be working or making money, and instead I'm spending money on his dumbass. That's so frustrating to me. I would never treat someone the way that he treated me yesterday, and he wouldn't even look at me in the eyes. He was looking at the random guy I was with and saying, are you her boyfriend? He was trying to ask who he was to me when I literally met him that day, and he wasn't my boyfriend, by the way. So it's like he couldn't look at me as a woman and just talk to me like a human being. He was trying to talk to the guy next to me.
But madam, okay, for just Mr. Joseph.
How old is this guy?
He's old. Old as shit. He's ugly too. He pisses me off.
Yeah,
Ooh,
sorry, you're saying?
he's like 40 something probably.
You're saying? Yeah, it's fine. You also don't like him.
Yeah, I can tell. I don't think you guys like him either. You know, there's one thing I hate, and it's disrespect. Because I am so kind typically, and that poor guy with me yesterday got to see me not be so kind. So I tried to stay composed, but I wanted to punch him in the face.
So you're saying?
He's ugly, but his heart is uglier. That's my problem.
Mr. Joseph, what do you think I can do? Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can just eat your losses about their business.
Can I talk to the owner?
Actually, she went for meeting. Maybe I just almost.
Does she have any idea about this right now?
Yeah, exactly. She had an idea.
So she knows the way that he's handling
You
it?
can let her talk to you. It'll be good.
Yeah, I'd rather talk to a woman, I think. What is her ethnicity or nationality? Where is she from?
She's in
Tanzania.
You can talk to her.
Fabulous.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's change it up. Gosh.
Yeah, that would be tricky. So you were saying, what were you saying is there?
You know, what they are breaking up on the scenario, it's like the accountant is seeing that this, even the charge, the chargeable amount, is going to be charged the waitress. So he's trying to see if there is some issue you can,
Actually, Mr.
at least in a polite way, for your kindness, maybe you
The
can,
waitress,
because
she has been waiting over there.
each and every month
She is paid
will
over
be
150
Yeah.
monthly, you know that? Then if just one case of 150 again.
No, we don't want to check it for her.
No, the problem is the owner just needs to make it right. I'm sure the owner doesn't need the 150K, right? They have a whole lounge downstairs. I'm sure they're doing okay for money. I don't want to take the server's money, but why are we taking my money instead of the server's? If anyone, it should be
That should be a business
the server,
activity.
but I don't even want it for her. That's sad. The owner can pay for, like, if someone in my business made a mistake, or it's a card reading error, which is very hard to believe, then like, it's my responsibility. As a business owner, you take responsibility for the mistakes in your business. You're not just like, sorry, you're my customer, feel bad for my employee, so you should probably pay the difference. I don't feel that bad. It's like, if I feel bad for everyone, I'd be broke. That would be like financially irresponsible.
Yeah. Some of us have to take a lot of those decisions.
Yeah. Like, I have to do the same for my business, so he has to do the same for his business. I wouldn't ask Marco if he came to get services from me to pay for my mistake.
Yeah.
That's so not appropriate. I'm telling you, you're gonna agree with me when you see it.
Yeah, I'm only looking 15 million years. So, okay. So, right?
So where did he go?
I went for a meeting. He was here.
With the owner?
Yeah.
It would be nice to be both of them. in
I would love
one
to talk to
space.
the owner, yeah.
And we see if he's still a jackass like the one. Like
That's what I'm
he
wondering.
claims to be.
Because I wonder
Like,
if she knows how he
like,
treats women.
You know, like he's like, oh yeah, I do business. So what? Everybody's doing business here.
Yeah. Are they married or something? They're not married. Please tell me. Okay. As long as they're not like legally
So
bound.
what is the solution?
I know very likely from them. I have no any decision on getting this matter. I can try to read my best leverage and just went back.
Because imagine if you had like a flight tomorrow.
Exactly.
Imagine like we need a solution like right now. Literally.
And that's why he's trying to reach them to get the solution done today.
Yeah.
What happened in the morning? You are busy.
Actually, no.
No, we talked to
you
the
talked
asshole.
to-
Yeah. He was completely rude and told me to stop talking on the phone. Yeah, he's very rude.
We did not reach a conclusion as Mr. Yusuf said we come after some time.
Well, that's because he's being unreasonable. Can we agree?
So it's okay. Problem
Yeah, let's go to the owner.
I want to talk to the owner. I would rather deal with a woman than deal with his chauvinistic ass. Honestly.
You just call them out, honestly.
Yeah, happily. Though she hired him for a reason, so I can't imagine she's super empowering. But
I hope she's not the same or whatever. Even if she is, it's really.
yeah.
We just want the solution here. We just want the money back.
Marco, you see why yesterday when you said trust me, I was like, why would I trust that? He was acting insane.
I know, because what I gave it to you was for them to support you to bring back the money.
Oh, I trust that you had good intentions. His affect was completely crazy when I started speaking. The second I said America was when he got mad. So I'm not sure what he has against America, but he doesn't like Americans, I don't think. That was the impression I was under.
Maybe it's like. Yeah.
I mean, he's anti-Trump. Don't blame him. So you're telling me the owner said, send this back,
And she's
and
okay
I'm
with
going to
that,
lose
so we-
215 USD.
But it's 500.
Wow, she's fabulous. Marco, is this making sense to you?
Is this?
The money is here.
This is insane. So I now spend $200 for juice.
Why is it not making any sense to me? Is it making sense to you? Wear my shoes.
I shouldn't lose $200 now. That's crazy. That's most people's rent for 4 months here. That's my friend's rent for 4 months.
$500,000, bro.
Now I'm paying $200 for juice. For juice, that was supposed to be $5,
2.69.
and she thinks that's
You
fair.
told her like it's $214.
That's
Tell them they don't accept it.
I know, that's what I'm trying to tell. Okay, to me, hata kama if we go legally to me, so I will admit it's okay. The customer paid me how much it came to me. It came 15 USD. I mean 15 Tanzania shilling, right? How
Right.
much you receive? 15.
And that translates directly to my bank account.
Utaniambia unaweza rudisha.
Something doesn't matter.
About this money.
Something doesn't matter.
15, when you guys charged me 15, it hit my bank account as
How-
$5,769.
This is what doesn't matter, right? If
And
it's
that's without the
15
fees.
If it's 15 million, it shouldn't have been 5,769. It should have been lesser than that.
Yeah, it's without the fees too.
Yeah,
Sasa,
still.
just
It
a
should
simple
have been like at
logic.
least 4,800.
If you would have paid for that 5,000, let's say 15, I mean it was 15,000, okay, Tanzania shilling. You are paying me as your, the bill of what you consumed, right? So you mean to tell that would have not be having the charges of transfer?
You see, the thing is, it doesn't make any more sense because it's 15 million. It should not have been more than that. It should be lesser than that.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm not
If
giving
it was
less.
like $5,000,
I'm not
I would
giving less
say,
money.
if it was $5,000, I'd say, okay, maybe, makes sense. Give
You
us
are giving
15 million.
$200 less money.
I would say give us 15 million, but now you're giving us 214 less dollars. Literally.
That's okay, fine. Just a simple-
500.
I can show you my accounts, and now one's gonna have $200 less.
$800.
Madam, okay.
I mean, tissue.
What I'm trying to do in my best level, okay. I received from your bank account 15 million I'm sharing, right? Okay. This is what I have.
Which
in
is
my account.
5,769
So what
USD.
I'm trying to do is just reversing back the transaction. I'm not doing anything more. What I'm doing is just reversing back the transaction.
And you're not sure how long that will take. Can you confirm on that? Yeah.
Because why are you getting the total that now I'm going to be losing 200?
Yeah. Like, where did this 215 come from?
You know, that's a simple logic.
I've ever done this before. You should know that. I have. There was a transaction I made on my card, and CRDB, and then I cancelled that transaction. It took like, I don't know, 2-3 months, but there was no charges. All the money came back the way it was.
Okay.
Zero
The same what I'm trying
charges.
to do. Okay. The what we are trying to discuss.
And
reversing
it
back
should
the
even be
transaction, right?
more because the transaction was in dollars.
It should be more because
It should
I've
be
wasted
more.
so much of my time,
It
quite
should
frankly.
be more than 15 million.
Sasa, brother.
I have a headache.
What I'm trying to
Because
do.
let me tell you this, right? I have a bank account, let's say with NMB, right? A dollar account. I receive $1,000. How much T shillings am I going to get?
Depending on what you get.
$1,000, right? Yeah, let's just go with your exchange rate. $1,000. I'm $100. How many T shillings?
Sasa, tell yourself.
Because that's the same thing that happens
To
here.
me, think economic.
270,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
I
me, how
mean,
much
it's
I
dollars.
receive.
It's
That's what I'm
dollars.
telling
It's
you,
like
that's
you're
small.
buying dollars, literally.
Yani is,
It's
to
like
me,
it's like you're doing a forex business here,
Mhm.
and you're trying to take off the profit, which is not yours, $250.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Just a simple logic.
Literally.
You paid it to who? To Montana.
Yeah.
Owning what? Risk-free account. Okay.
On your mistake.
It doesn't matter.
No,
Okay.
that matters a
doesn't
lot.
matter.
That matters a
Okay.
lot.
You're starting to sound
That
like
matters a lot.
that guy.
That matters a lot. 15,000
That's why I say this
to
is
15 million. That in itself is a case. Do you know that in itself could be a
I'm
case?
requesting the bank. to
Do you
transfer the
do you know
money.
that in itself could be a case?
Which one?
15
Like a legal
K
case.
to 15 million.
Because
You
it
know
looks
who charge you for, like,
intentional.
money laundering
It looks
or
intentional,
something? Yeah.
which
Do
it
you
might
know
have
that could
been.
actually bring a legal case to you guys?
No.
No. Let's go slowly. Let's go slowly. Do you know that's actually a case? Number one.
If this happened
I
in
have
the US,
15K
oh.
and you charge me 15 million. That's the first thing you should
It's America.
consider as a legal claim here. Like, we could literally sue you just for that. Oh, you think I'm joking? Let me call my lawyer. She'll have fun with this. She works at Bowman's, by the way. I hope you know Bowman's.
Yeah, your owner doesn't sound very
I'm
professional
literally
either if she
calling-
wants me to pay $200.
Literally calling it, this is something that is suable. Because I'm saying I really find this very funny.
Me too. Me too.
You guys better pray she doesn't pick up. You think I'm nuts?
Or your police friend can come.
No, I already feel like a legal thing is beautiful. You know, just an intent to sue. 15K to 15 million.
And we
That's
can
enough.
get money for wasting our time.
Yeah, damages and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope your Indian friends know this. Tell them we want to sue him.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's lucky.
Yeah, okay, fine. I was trying to myself, and I did not see that.
It doesn't make any sense. So,
Yeah, so that's the guy came.
say they're not accepting that.
No, actually, the decision.
Can you
was-
just put it on loudspeaker, please?
Hmm?
Can you put them on loudspeaker?
No, actually, I've already discussed with this madam. What we wanted to do is
Say they want to sue you for that.
reversing back for the transaction. Okay, I just went several times to bank, and you know this.
But it's for $50 you listen one day. We can take the shillings and buy the dollars, and we can give them in the dollars.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the cost will be only
Do that. Do that.
So
Give us dollars. Give us 5,769.
No, you know what they're telling? You know here there is something going wrong. Okay, Themselves, they paid for that bill. This was overcharged, okay?
Which is your mistake?
Of which I saw she's showing the transaction of worth of 5,000 USD.
5,769.
769.
5,769.
It was 766. How much?
5,769.
Okay. Then there's a difference of almost 214. So they're telling means that 214 it was almost the transfer charges. Then they're claiming to add
No.
that
No, it wasn't transfer charges.
No, you're saying to
It wasn't
me
transfer charges.
that's incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
The
was
transfer,
not
it's
transfer
not transfer charges. My transfer charges haven't even been applied yet.
You get the logic?
It's not transfer charges.
Oh wow.
Those are not transfer
she's
charges.
showing
Wycliffe,
message,
can we speak to them?
5,769. That she paid.
No charges included.
She paid this amount.
Can we include that
Then
part?
to us it came in shillings.
Tell him no charges.
Okay. So she's asking for us to reverse about this much, 5,769.
Yeah, that is what I'm telling. That is
Mm.
what the banking charges for that.
Themselves,
There are no charges involved.
There's no charges yet. You can talk to my bank.
Understanding.
Yeah.
See, if we take out the money, whatever it has been credited into our account,
Mm.
okay, we can go and buy the dollars to give you exchange. Okay.
Mm.
If you add $4 more, let us give you 50,000 more. We
Mm.
can match that money, whatever it has been spent in your account. You understand?
If that's the case, it's okay.
Yeah.
Why is he suddenly on Satan's side? That's what I'm wondering.
Don't
Suddenly,
play.
like with
Today-
this guy. He seems to be in cahoots with this idiot now.
Well, like, are they saying the same thing?
Yeah, no, this one sounds like he's reasonable, like he's giving me what I want.
Yeah.
Now he seems like he doesn't want to give me what I want.
Should I make my lawyer's call? Or we're good?
Mm.
Okay, what is the conversion cost? Okay.
Okay.
Marco, you need a raise.
So, I can give you okay. You want to source the dollars, cool, but there's somebody who has like $2,200.
Double check.
It's a lot of money for me to be carrying around. Fuck.
We start with Gibson first, and then we can like deposit it.
Won't there be a fee for that too?
Because you're getting back all of it.
Yeah. Wycliffe, I thought you were in agreement here with us. Or you wanted his cut? I don't know.
Actually, the difference.
There wasn't charges there.
We are not reaching to the
Check rate
conclusion
ya
now,
mlimani
right?
hapo
We are not reaching to the point of argument why, because
wambie ndaka dola elfu tano
you transferred
ni shilingi ngapi rate ya
5,769.
That's no charges yet. No fees.
Okay.
They don't apply until like a week later.
Then,
So this is just the transfer completely.
Sasa hivi nakusubiri mtokee.
Then this was taken into account in Tanzanian shilling. So Tanzanian shilling becomes 15 million. Okay. Then for me, I wanted to, that's what I was telling. If I go to bank requesting them to reverse the transaction, it will become as 15 million that is reflected in my account. But maybe the difference is happening. Yesterday you transferred this much, and today is reflecting this much. So the difference is happening at 240. So maybe
That's a
You
big
really want to
difference,
do that
yeah?
math and just check yesterday's conversion rate and today,
much
and you
it
want to
was?
tell me the difference
Yeah,
is
let me see that.
$215 per day? Like there's that
Can I have
much
your calculator?
volatility on the dollar?
Can you,
I don't think so.
Tell you, unaweza share hiyo
Hapana bro. Yaani kwamba dola ndani ya siku moja imepanda 214.
Umesikia wasila. Vile kwa kanifanya.
Hapana.
Benki rudisha mwamala wa Mr. Joseph. Basi. Sasa
Hiyo
Yeah.
ya dola
Yeah,
ni
so
kali.
it might have even charged, they might have even charged my card because it should be this. But then because they used my card, it charged me another.
Extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give us that.
So it didn't even do the
5.769.
exchange rate yet, but it already charged my card a fee of like 100 and.
100 and something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a few.
115, pretty much.
So saving not
Which I should not pay $115 for juice either.
So there's not a fear. What? Ama?
hebu nipe hiyo picha ya mwamala. Namtumia nasema nitumie picha ya mwamala.
Can you send me that screenshot of the
Awesome. I have no ad for it.
the screenshot of the transaction?
Love to. Mm-hmm. I think I told you, just wanted a little cut.
How do you do it for like when you feel like?
When I have a knot in my temple, this has happened twice in my life, guys. I suddenly have a knot. I had a masseuse try to push it out.
I can appear in your videos like a background voice.
I know, it's nice. Narrator vibes.
Yeah. Somebody told me I have a good voice, so actually the lecturer in USA, he was like, why are you not doing podcasts?
Literally, your voice is really
And I
bad.
was only here like pitching selling sweets, you know, have this entrepreneurship week.
Yeah.
So I'm going that. Hi, my name is Joseph, I'm selling sweets. Like, why are you not doing a podcast?
Oh, no one I'd rather be doing this with, actually.
Somebody was called Smith. I was like, oh gosh, okay, I guess I could consider that. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever do a podcast, I don't mind being behind the scenes.
Really?
Yeah.
Someone told me the other day I should
I
do a
could be that
podcast.
mystery voice.
No, someone told me the other day I should do a podcast. I don't know how many people would listen.
Oh, like just video and you're just talking to some invisible person.
Well, that's what I want to do anyways, eventually. You know?
Okay.
Because I do have
I'm down for
someone,
that.
I have a few people that want to share their story, and they're down, but a couple people don't want to be on camera, which is totally okay. But,
I can be a guinea pig.
heck yeah. Okay. You don't want your face on there.
I think it would create more mystery for you.
I think it's more personal to have a face. Sharing someone's story, you know, like their testimony, that type of thing.
Oh, like an actual real story.
Yeah.
Like it was just, you know, conversation that makes
No, I did meet like a recovering addict, and I feel like that is like a, okay, I understand why they'd want to be on camera,
I
but
don't mind talking about drugs. I mean, not drugs, like just alcohol and stuff.
yeah,
I don't mind.
we'll talk.
Like,
I'm stressed. I won't go down without a fight. Fuck. Even, you know, so my dad's really successful in sales, so like I think,
you got that.
I mean, I won't go down easy. Whereas my mom would be like, oh my gosh. Like she like doesn't, she'd like be embarrassed if he and I are gonna hardball someone.
I think for me too, it's like they're more like whatever, just let it go. But there are times when
I can't do that.
If I want to like take it, I just go all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's an advantage and disadvantage. Like for example, here I'm on. I am
Just once. I started feeling it halfway through. The 200 sum wasn't making sense to either of us. And then now the 15 to 30K is just for,
getting that.
yeah. So what's next?
What is happening? What are you waiting for?
Let's go to the bank.
Oh, so they agreed to let it open, right?
I'm changing this way.
They agreed to let it open?
This have to go to send into USD.
400 USD.
So now I'm changing
Into 5769, right? 5769.
Yeah. So I'm changing it now. I'm changing the.
And you know, I'm pretty sure that isn't even including some of the charges still. Like my card is still gonna get charged.
How much do you think that charge is?
No idea.
Is that way we can find out from this bank? Yes, from your bank, right?
I feel like we can, hold on, let's look at my account. Alright guys, so we're at the bank. Here's proof. This is ridiculous. They're saying they're gonna give me back the full amount, but they're not gonna pay for the fees. So we go. They're not gonna pay for the fees. Which Joseph really is my twin because he's not willing to settle. You've given me no receipt. You've given me no receipt. Let me see it. Let me see it.
I can just give the receipt. No problem.
Give me a receipt
The
then.
receipt I will give.
Why can I not have this? Why is this
I
private?
will just bring it right now.
It has to do with my bank account, yeah?
I will give the receipt. Yes, I will bring the receipt. This is no problem. But this is not.
What is this then?
No, this is
Bring it in now.
What is on there?
receipt,
What's on there that I can't have a picture of?
I will give the receipt.
You said you don't want us to have a picture of something.
I will give the receipt to madam. Okay, understand, please.
Sangapi?
I'm going upstairs, I will bring down, I will give the receipt. If you want the receipt. The copper will give.
So what is this
Why did you
considered?
let me have it?
Why are you letting us read this and we can't have a picture of it?
Why did you let me have it? Okay, no, of course, it's the same document, right?
This is now.
You let me have it.
Madam, okay?
You guys are so...
No, you're letting me read it, but you won't let me have a picture. This is not gonna fly. This isn't funny.
This way.
Wycliffe, why can I read that and I can't have a picture of it? This is the sketchiest shit of my life. This is just proof to me that it's not gonna happen. I'm about to snag that shit, by the way.
Yeah, when I have one, I tell you. See ya. I have this. You let me take what?
Yeah, why?
What's the difference between this and this? You let me have this.
This is for banking.
Was this not for banking? This one.
So,
$50.
what?
We have to beef about that.
Yeah, they're still not gonna pay for the charges that are gonna come off of my card, and they just had what was that he wouldn't let us take a picture of yet? He said we can read it, but we can't have a copy.
I took the other one. Like,
You were sure?
It was less.
Joseph took the one that they said we could throw away because it's not the literal
It
one.
didn't say cool. I'm just the one who like.
I can't believe he wasn't gonna let go of that paper.
So it's stupid because it's the same document.
So you guys just saw that. So this is the accountant who has been dealing with us all
And he
day,
let
who
me
keeps
have
saying to
this
trust
in the
us.
first place. He let me have this.
Right.
But it still has the bank stamp. So.
Obviously, you're saying it's getting pretty heated at this point. They don't want me to take pictures of anything. They don't want people to know that this happened. They,
Brand picture or whatever.
I know. Here, let me go take a really nice view. Here's the place, guys. Make sure to never come here. I am never this person, but I'm telling you, this establishment, the ownership and everything is insane. We've been here for hours. One person said, well, this isn't our problem anymore. Oh, really? Yeah, this is not gonna fly with me. One sec. Let me get a good view of this. All right, people. I never shit on a place, but this place is an atrocity. It's actually insane. Took us to the bank. Lady at the bank was wonderful, but said she's not giving us the money back till tomorrow morning, and we don't trust it at all. And now they won't give us a receipt.
I think I should just have a drink and not pay.
Yeah, I think you should have a drink and not pay. I feel like I should get fresh juice for a year, yo. I'm just worried that they're gonna spit in it or poison it at this point. Gosh. Yeah, that whole exchange was pretty funny, and I feel like they're just up there talking about what their game plan's gonna be.
Yeah, they know.
You know, the guy who's really disrespectful to me just pulled up, Jay. So we'll see how this goes. We have the cops coming now. They're not giving me my money. I have no receipts, and they're not paying for any fees. But I have nothing in my bank account right now. There's the rude one himself. This one.
And for which the $100 or $50 whatever is telling, I'm ready to
told
take
Joseph,
off here,
get
okay?
back your
Just
white
find
girl.
What's okay with your white? Huh?
White girl?
Don't use the white H is the thing. You understand?
Yeah.
We have been speaking
You
to
just called me
resolve
the
this
white
issue.
girl, yeah?
Huh?
Yeah?
All this crap.
A lot of people are gonna see this. Okay, guys, we came to the same place I went to yesterday because he needs to try unhealthy food. That's like his thing. He likes eating unhealthy food. And this is how scared I was going into this establishment. I hid everything on my body just in case they tried to rob me. I don't have my money back. It was a big debacle. The guy totally has an issue with me. When I brought up America yesterday, that's when he got pissed. So I told him today, I gave him a little piece of my mind, and Joseph was a little surprised by that, I think. Weren't you?
Very, yeah, I guess.
You were surprised that I kind of spoke up?
No, I was happy about that. I liked it.
He was happy about it. So I kind of popped off about how he was disrespecting me. He was disrespecting me as a woman. I told him, look me in the eyes. You don't look at me when I speak, and you're looking at the men. So I called him out on that about kind of gender. He just said he was having the time of his life. He did say it was like a vacation for him today because it was out of the routine. So, anyways, called him out on treating me differently because of my gender. I felt like there was a huge, immense disrespect. And then he ended up saying to Joseph, which you got a little piece of that, take your white girl. So I was like, oh, no way. This is not happening. So anyways, called him out for that. And then he tried to change his tune the second I recorded, but it was too late. So I would highly recommend never visiting that establishment. I might even link his WhatsApp because he pissed me off so much to this video.
Always up to me.
Hello, Jay. He goes by Jay, but that's not Jay. What is it again? Jayaka Ramu or something. Don't worry, I'll type it. Anyways. I've never been so pissed, guys. Like, bad things have happened. You already know this, but, like, this is just a whole other level of disrespect. And when I was speaking, he wouldn't look at me. So, yeah, I called him out. Anyways. He's like, it's not about you being white or American. Yet he was saying, take your white girl, this and this. He got mad when I said, you know, in America, this is how you'd handle this. You'd cancel it or void the whatever transaction. So anyways, what a disaster. So we're going to eat some chicken, and I'm going to stress eat my sorrows because I still don't have my money back. So pray for me. Let's hope it comes back in the next week.
Also took potential poison, so.
And we drank that. Yeah, he just said we drank potential poison because they gave us a free drink at the end. I was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Even my dad, El Jefe, texted and was like, make sure there's no poison in it. At that point, it was too late. Anyways, yeah.
Just in case, you know.
Update. There it was.
Friday night.
Yeah.
Really good.
This is fitting. Yeah. He wanted to take the edge off. He doesn't even know.
Because every little thing is gonna be alright. Oh, light up this morning.
I want to ask him if he's going to give me my money back.
With the brother sun.
Maybe ask him, do you have my 5,000 in your pocket?
By my doorstep, singing sweet soul. Oh, melodies pure and true. Say,
Okay, guys. I know I probably look like a bald M&M, the peanut kind with no chocolate. I'm too tired to even close out this video yet. I don't want to talk about it tomorrow, so we're doing it from bed. Okay, so status. I was told yesterday when they charged me $15 million instead of $15,000 that they would get me the money by morning. So I sent my bank details this morning. They say, we can't do that. We need to give you cash. I was like, I don't want that much cash. That sounds like a robbery waiting to happen. Then I talked to my bank, and they're like, if they're able to take it out, they're able to put it back in the way they found it. Like, this is not right. And so then I'm like, even if you give me cash, then, because they're saying that's the only option, then I was like, then you're going to have to pay for the charges and fees that are accrued with this exchange, because like I would be losing like $200 some if they pay me cash. And they were refusing to do that. So that's what you guys saw today. I still am cashless. Still, it has not gone back onto my account. Supposedly it will tomorrow morning. Keep you updated in the next video, but I'm going to close this one out. I will say it takes so much for me to get like escalated and mad, and the one thing that really makes me so mad is disrespect, and that man yesterday was so disrespectful to me, the one that you saw on video, and he's like one of the managers at this place, managers of accounts, whatever, and he's just incredibly disrespectful. And yesterday he said, we were talking and I was with my subscriber for that one video, that's when this happened, and I said, you know, I was very respectful the entire time, and I was looking at him when I was speaking, and he at some point stopped looking at me whenever I was talking. He was very nice right when I first went into the office, and then he changed his tune real quick when he realized I wasn't messing around. And so I was like, you know, like in America you can just cancel or void a transaction before it goes through. Can we do that? That's when he first snapped at me yesterday and was like, this isn't America. This isn't a developed country. The banking systems are different. Stop comparing us to America. He got all like fired up. So I was like, okay, like clearly that's a trigger there. So then the rest of the time he even asked my subscriber, like, so who are you to her? Are you like the boyfriend? Like starts asking all these things. I'm like, no, he's not. Like, and he was trying to talk to him instead of me. I've dealt with this in the workplace before. There's like a lot of ageism and sexism, even in the US. And I've had like male superiors who are really condescending. And so it was just like, I think a lot of, I'll say it when maybe some people wouldn't. I think a lot of cultures and like races, religions, whatever, can be extreme, ethnicities, whatever, nationalities can be extremely oppressive towards women and sexist. And I'm not going to sit here and say like that's just a thing with where he comes from, but like, wow. Like, yeah, he wouldn't look at me when I was speaking all day today. So off camera, before I started recording, when he started calling me the white girl, I had already seen a text message that he sent about me to the accountant saying, because he sent me a screenshot of it. And of course I had noticed his language where he was like, the foreigner, like calling me the foreigner. It's just like, as much as that's true that I'm foreign in this country, he already knew my name at that point. Like, he just wasn't respectful at all. He wouldn't look at me when I was speaking. So finally I was like, I said, can you look at me while I'm speaking to you? So he looks at me. Because he kept shutting me up. Like, earlier on the phone, Joseph heard it when we were at the cafe. He was like, Alexis, be quiet, I'm talking. Like, he wouldn't let me ever get a word in. Even when I was trying to say something about my account, he wouldn't let me speak. So he would be like, stop talking, I'm talking, let me talk. And I was like he'd been talking the entire time, wouldn't let me speak at all. And so I don't have respect for people that just don't show respect to begin with. And so anyways, I said to him, like, look at me when I'm speaking to you. And then I just said, I've been noticing that you won't look at me when I speak. I'm not sure if that's because I'm a woman or because I'm white or because I'm American, but whatever it is, I feel highly disrespected. You look at these men when they're talking to you, but you can't look me in the face. Like, you should be treating me the way that I deserve to be treated, and you're not. And then he says something about how, like, oh, well, you're making this something that it's not. And I said, no, I'm not, because you were so mad yesterday when I said America to begin with. And he's like, don't make this something that's not. This has nothing to do with you being American. What do you want me to do, bow down to you? And I was like, no. I said, I don't. He's like, it doesn't matter that you're American or you're white or whatever. And I was like, I agree, that's my point. I feel that for whatever reason, you're bothered by one of these things, whether it's me being a woman or whatever, because you're treating me differently than these men. And like little reminder, he wasn't Tanzanian. So it's like, he's already working with these guys who aren't coming from the same place as him either. So my first thought is that I'm a female. And being a young female, you don't get a lot of respect from people sometimes. Even just people that are young on my channel, or maybe you're not young anymore, but like you can attest to this. Like, when you're younger, sometimes people in authority won't give you as much respect because they think like you don't know what you're talking about or whatever. He, in fact, said those exact words to Joseph and I earlier today. He's like, you guys don't know what you're talking about, when we were talking about how this was going to be handled with the account. So yeah, just incredibly condescending, wouldn't look at me, and then he started popping off, and then he said to Joseph, and that's when I started recording after he said this, he was like, you take your white girl and go. And he said it 3 times. I turned on the camera and I said, oh yeah, you don't have a problem with the fact that I'm white or that I'm a female, and now you're calling me the white girl? And like, that's the part that you saw. So that really made me very angry, because obviously it doesn't feel good to be treated with so much disrespect, especially when they made a mistake and they have so much money of mine. And like, even Joseph kept telling them, he's like, you're lucky she's being as calm as she's being, because I would have already brought my lawyer by now. This is insane. Like, Daniel said the same thing, that like, this is being handled, very poorly. And like, quite frankly, I feel like I could take action to like have them, like pay more for this whole thing. Like Joseph and I spent like the whole entire day at this place, and still we don't have my money back to account for that. So it's really frustrating. And yeah, so I'm trying to be calm, but I will say, like, being really, it's not my personality to be like very harsh and stern. And so it made me feel so emotionally exhausted. And I will say, just for accountability's sake, I know that I said a few things that were not my finest moments. I was frustrated. It's not like I totally don't mean it, but saying things kind of jokingly, but kind of not. Like, this man was being so rude to me. So yes, I said he's ugly. It's more so that his heart is ugly. But anyways, I know that I said a few things I shouldn't have, so I am sorry for that. But rather than bleeping out or deleting it or editing it, I'm not going to do that, because that would be inauthentic to how I handled the situation. So I guess you guys are going to get to see me more mad than you ever have, and that is fine, and that is life, and that is what this channel is about. So just showing you the struggles of today and the last few days, because holy cow. But I still feel pretty good overall. I would really like to get my money back. I feel stressed about that. It's really nerve-wracking, but I know I'll be fine. And grateful for Joseph. He's a very good friend to me. And yeah, Daniel is coming back to town tomorrow, and I'm really excited to see him. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have some adventures in Dar, but still trying to work through this money stuff. And any prayers for peace that you can bestow upon me would be much appreciated. But sorry for those of you who may be really irritated by the way that I was speaking. But I was very frustrated, and it was just me and my human experience, and I can take accountability for that. So I am sorry for the things that I said that were not nice, but I'm not going to go back and delete anything, because it's just not worth it to me. So anyways, thank you guys for the continued support. Bad things happen all the time. Could have been worse, I guess. I mean, if I somehow don't get my money back, then it's incredibly bad, but I have faith that I'm going to, and we're going to make that happen. However, we have to make it happen. But thank you guys for watching this chaos. And don't even know what I look like right now, but I don't care. I just cannot even be bothered by how tired I am. I am wiped out from all this stuff, because I slept like 2 hours last night, because I had a major headache from all this stress. So I'm going to try to sleep my stress away. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Protect your peace, your energy. Stand up for yourselves if maybe you need to do so and you haven't been your own best advocate. But thank you guys for all the love and support. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.